The bond between Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, and Janelle's children seems to be improving at last. The family's interactions have improved somewhat after years of conflict and drama, according to admirers. One of Janelle's boys recently offered the TLC singer some assistance, and fans are happy to see the significant shift. Fans have witnessed Kody's feuds with Garrison and Gabe throughout the years. However, Garrison's passing crushed the family. Following the devastating death, fans hoped the family would reunite. All of the turmoil that has occurred since Garrison's death has been featured in Season 20. On a new show, Kody also embarked on his new adventure. Fans, however, were taken aback to see Logan moving on from his past and wishing him success on his new path. Are they at last getting along? What was Logan's response? Season 20 of Sister Wives appears to mark Janelle Brown's official breakup with Kody Brown. She is taking action to go on and embark on a new adventure. In order to be closer to her daughter Meri Brown, the reality star moved to North Carolina. When Meri received a spiritual release from the church, Janelle was pleased for her. She aspired to be like her and get over Kody Brown totally. Meri urged her ex-wife to make the courageous move. She has been assisting her in achieving a spiritual liberation. The TLC star's fans are pleased that she has finally made the right decisions. Janelle has not yet disclosed, though, if she did, in fact, dissolve her spiritual marriage. Kody spoke on social media about her split with Christine and Meri. However, he hasn't disclosed anything on his spiritual union with Janelle. When Kody failed to accept responsibility for his actions, Janelle Brown ended their relationship. She was devastated to witness her husband consistently putting Robyn's kids first and ignoring her own children. The reality TV personality didn't want to see her children suffer as a result of his lack of attendance. Kody had a lot of complaints for Garrison and Gabe. He was no longer wanted in their lives. However, the Brown family seemed to be coming together at last. Kody recently used Instagram to advertise his upcoming season. Because he rarely updates on social media, fans hardly ever recall his presence on the network. Nonetheless, the Sister Wives star's presence on Special Forces garnered a lot of support. Kody posted an image of a poster with no caption. Logan, Janelle's kid, chose to thank his father in the comments section as a result. "Hell yeah," he wrote. "Go for it, Dad." According to the TLC star, he still strongly supports his father. A number of perceptive observers verified the authenticity of his profile. It turned out to be Logan's official profile. Supporters questioned whether everything was finally coming together. However, none of the other kids chose to speak up and remained quiet. Kody's new show impressed a lot of fans as well. "I'm rooting for you, Kody Brown," one fan said. "Yes, you have what it takes. Continue." According to another user, he is doing exceptionally well for his age. It appears that Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown is finally making progress in repairing one of his most strained relationships, that with Janelle's children, following years of devastating family splits, crying arguments, and emotional detachment. After the Brown family's multiple marriages started to fail, fans who have watched the family for more than 10 years understand how tense things got between Kody and Janelle's 6 children. However, in the midst of fresh starts and an unexpected change in his job, Kody appears to be changing for the better and is even receiving recognition for it. Kody Brown seemed to be the vivacious, optimistic father who hoped to bring his large, diverse family together when Sister Wives first debuted in 2010. However, spectators saw the strain between him and his wives, and most painfully, between him and his older children, increase as the seasons went on. During the COVID-19 epidemic, Janelle's sons, Logan, Hunter, Garrison, and Gabriel, were very outspoken about how frustrated they were with their father. The family dynamic was severely damaged by Kody's stringent quarantine regulations, which many of the adult children thought were excessive. Fans will recall how many people were moved to tears by Gabriel's dramatic collapse in front of the cameras. Gabe acknowledged that he felt completely forgotten when Kody neglected his son's birthday while enforcing the restrictions of family separation. One of the most devastating and memorable scenes in Sister Wives history was that one. Their sons had made it apparent that they did not want to interact with their father by the time Janelle decided to divorce Kody in 2022. In particular, Garrison was vocal about feeling abandoned, criticizing Kody for playing favorites, and concentrating his efforts on Robyn's children. Janelle acknowledged that she no longer thought reconciliation was feasible because of how far apart they had become. However, that may be about to change. According to reports, Kody has started a new endeavor outside of the TLC reality show that made him famous, ushering in what fans are referring to as a redemption era. According to people close to the Brown family, he has been working on a new television program that focuses on family healing and personal development. The initiative was motivated by his own hardships. According to rumors, the show will be called Rebuilding Brown and will center on Kody's quest to mend his connection with his adult children, find his spiritual principles, and provide a fresh viewpoint on forgiveness, fatherhood, and multiple marriage. Insiders claim that Kody first proposed the idea when TLC indicated interest in chronicling the Browns' post-separation lives. This time the focus is reportedly on Kody's personal accountability, rather than his several marriages, which is a first for the contentious patriarch. In a startling turn of events, Janelle's children might be involved. The idea that Kody has been spending more time with his sons, especially Gabriel and Garrison, has been stoked by a number of fan sightings in Flagstaff, Arizona, and Las Vegas. At a nearby eatery, a fan reported seeing Kody eating lunch with both young men. They appeared at ease, the witness said on social media. Tension and argumentation were absent. Kody appeared to be listening more than he was speaking. According to a different source, Kody recently went to a family gathering including Robyn Brown, Janelle's oldest kid, who married in 2022. This time, Kody was reportedly invited, which was significant given that he didn't get along well with many of his older children during Logan's wedding celebrations. Sister Wives fans on Facebook groups and Reddit were in disbelief. One user said, "It's huge if Kody is actually trying to get back together. I never imagined the day would come when Gabe and Garrison would be with him in the same room again." According to reports, even Janelle believes that Kody is sincere in his efforts. According to a family insider, Janelle has always thought that Kody secretly loves his children. Although she had urged him to reestablish that connection, she needs to see him do something about it, rather than merely discuss it. And he has recently. At first, fans had mixed feelings about Kody's reported new show. After years of public criticism, he was accused of attempting to rehab his image. For others, it was a sign of progress. However, public sentiment apparently started to change when teasers and behind-the-scenes videos started to circulate. The videos showed Kody sitting down to have candid, heartfelt talks with his sons. He stated he wanted to learn to listen again, and acknowledged that he had failed as a father in some ways. After viewing a leaked preview, one fan commented, "He looked humbled. Kody wasn't defensive or placing blame on others, so I didn't recognize him in this form. He appeared to be a father attempting to set things right." Several loyal Sister Wives viewers who had previously declared they were done with Kody started to show cautious optimism. Another fan wrote, "I'll give him credit if he's sincere. To confront your grown children and acknowledge that you have harmed them requires a great deal of bravery." Although Janelle, who has always been regarded as calm and level-headed, hasn't made any significant public remarks regarding Kody's attempts at reconciliation, she has subtly alluded to mending. Janelle recently posted a picture of a sunset over the Arizona desert on her Instagram account, writing, "Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It entails setting yourself free to proceed." The post was quickly interpreted by fans as being about Kody. One reader wrote, "Janelle's too intelligent to post something like that by accident. She is aware that people will interpret things differently." Another admirer pointed out that Janelle had not followed Kody's new show account on social media since their breakup, but she had started doing so recently. Is this an indication that the ex-couple is at last communicating and co-parenting? Many believe so. The children themselves have made perhaps the most heartwarming growth. Gabriel Brown said in passing that he had talked things through with his father and that it wasn't perfect, but it was progress, during a recent interview with a family podcast. He said, "I'm willing to give him another chance, but I don't think we'll ever get back to how it was before." Everyone is entitled to one. In response to a fan comment on the internet, Garrison, who is renowned for his direct honesty, also stated something along these lines, "I've seen my dad recently. We conversed. Not everything is negative." The occasion was swiftly celebrated by the fans. One follower wrote, "This is what we've been waiting for. Seeing those kids talk to their dad again gives me hope after everything they've been through." A significant shift in how the Sister Wives star is viewed may occur if Kody's new program does proceed, and he keeps trying to regain people's trust. Kody has been one of the most divisive personalities on reality TV for a long time. He was charged by viewers with hypocrisy, manipulation, and partiality. However, audiences find great resonance in redemption stories, particularly when they are genuine. Some fans are even making comparisons to previous reality TV personalities who have been able to alter public opinion by taking responsibility for their errors. One entertainment blogger remarked, "Kody could surprise us all if he stays consistent." Growth arcs are popular with viewers, and this could be his. The new project has received very positive early responses. On social media, even some of Kody's most critical followers are praising him for being vulnerable. One person on X, previously Twitter, commented, "He's finally realizing that being a husband and father isn't about control. It's about connection. I've been waiting for this Kody Brown for a decade." Others applauded his seeming attempts to highlight men's emotional development, which isn't often seen on reality TV. Whatever you think of Kody, if his tale teaches other fathers to be more self-aware, then it's worth seeing, one fan wrote. Some fans are even expressing the hope that TLC will think about recasting Sister Wives as a limited series that emphasizes healing and forgiveness above conflict and strife. Unquestionably, the Brown family has survived one of the most difficult and well-publicized splits in reality TV history, regardless of how viewers feel about Kody. Fans have witnessed each woman forge her own way, frequently without Kody's help, thanks to Christine's independence, Meri's departure, and Janelle's quiet strength. But now that things are starting to calm down, Kody's attempts to mend his ties demonstrate that even the most shattered families may find some hope. In a confessional, Janelle once remarked, "Forgiveness takes time. But there's always a chance for healing if we all put in a little effort." And perhaps, just possibly, that is the message Kody is at last prepared to convey to the world. It is evident that Kody is entering a new stage of his life, one that is characterized less by control and more by introspection. Regardless of whether Rebuilding Brown develops into a full-fledged television series, the greatest significant win he could possibly aspire for seems to be the potential for reconciliation with Janelle's children.